stuck here. The cops won't bother me.
Hey Squids, we are heading out of town this Sunday. Well, I'm not really heading out of town, just for today. I'm gonna check out whatever is up here north, in the north. And we're leaving DC, so we're heading north on 270, which is a major highway. Look how many lanes this thing has got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lanes. And this goes into Maryland and Pennsylvania. Is that a cop behind me? Oh yeah, there's a cop behind me. That cop, I passed him. And I wonder what the hell, I think he just took off after me. This state trooper. This douche nozzle. Look at this, that state trooper, he caught somebody. Look at that. What a douche nozzle. I've stopped here numerous times. This is Buckystown Park, Frederick, Maryland. Sometimes before they did some irrigation things here, this whole thing was just flood. I'm surprised it hasn't flooded. You know the cool thing about Maryland? All of these roads in this area and the farms, they're all in Civil War stuff, like battlefields and stuff. So you know that people marched through here and died, and like they had whatever Civil War soldiers have. It's fascinating. There's a lot of history here. This is kind of dangerous. I like to honk here because this is a very blind turn. The water is extremely high. These things are Civil War routes. This windscreen is so large at the highest point that it's like very difficult to see the road for me. I'm gonna have to flip it. The thing goes underneath Route 15, a pretty big road. Look at that. Look at that. This bike sounds so good going through this tunnel, doesn't it? The V-twin engine, jeez. That's if you don't like V-twin engines, the sound of them are just so amazing. One lane bridge. It's always exciting. Oh, look at this tiny little bridge. I believe those mountains are the Catoctin mountain range, and I think we're gonna head that way. This is Broad Run. Bike, the V-Strom, it does so well in the rougher roads, and that's where I really like to ride. I don't do a lot of gravel riding, but the rougher roads I enjoy riding because there's not a lot of traffic on there. There's definitely not any cops, so you don't have to worry about getting stopped for speeding. The thing is, I pull over to let slow cars go by. It seems like it annoys them a whole lot less than me following them really close and hoping they move over for me. Riding past a certain amount because I feel like I'm pushing my luck. This I can definitely go much faster, but why would you want to? I'm going like 65 miles an hour. That's like 20 or 30 over. Autistic child. I never saw that. That was a sign for an autistic child over there. You know, these roads are nice, but oftentimes they're dirty like this. Like even like a strip of water like this I worry about. And the thing that you should watch out for is like all of these houses. Not only they get upset with motorcycles going by at high rates of speed, everybody's got a cell phone, so a lot of people, they like to call cops. So, and I've had that happen. Decent road. Oh, Nissan Frontier, that's a nice truck. Not the new ones. I have the older Nissan Frontier that's better than that one. I'm going a little bit wide. I think it's because I'm not really, I think I'm rusty from riding. man. Oh, I had a friend of mine crash here one time. Right over here. In this corner, where this car is going straight. Quebec School. He didn't make this corner. It's a very tricky corner. It's a very slow speed and then it goes up. You have to go pretty slow. That was a tough corner to go, but yeah, he crashed it. He was riding an FZR 600. I think a lot of times it's my fault. I put too big of a pace on the ride and he was new. Yeah, I feel very bad about that. But now he's got an FZ6, so eventually we're gonna get some rides in. Ah, look at this water. I don't like this. Don't like that, man. Here, you know, if I start putting my knee out, then I can take corners faster, but I like to go a little bit slower because then I can just squeeze out of there, you know? And I'm always like trying to see over these humps because sometimes people will... Oh, I actually jumped that. Holy shit, I came off. The cool thing is you can come here on Bolivar Road and there's the place where you get your ice cream, and there's cows over there and they milk them right over here, so they make the entire ice cream here. And it's kind of weird because the motorcyclists apparently love ice cream, and you wouldn't think so, but it's like a little children sort of thing. I think I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I want to go this way. But this entire farm is Rocky Mountain Creamery. I don't feel that the V-Strom is like a great dual sport. I think it's better for these types of roads. Roads that are small, narrow, a little bit rough. They have potholes. I really believe that's the beauty of the V-Strom. And with that, basically, that's the type of roads most riders are going to be riding. So that's why I think Suzuki knows the market really well. Because a lot of people have the idea that they're going to be going on these adventures. They need like a 21-inch front wheel and all of these things, but they really don't. The V-Strom is perfectly suited for real-world riding. Man, it is cold. You know, we're heading north and it is freaking cold, man. What I really worry about is my feet. I'm like becoming numb. Whenever you do like long rides, man, it always happens. The BMW guys have a very large alternator and they can power everything. I can power my electric fast, no problem. I just keep forgetting. So hilly here. Ooh, it's cold. We're almost near the Pennsylvania border, by the way. And these are nice little farms. Very cute areas. These are real people, not the make-believe people we have in cities. Oh, smelly farm, man. Smelly. You can always smell the cows. Kind of a fascinating area. Look at that, motorcycles. That's kind of interesting. It's a Yamaha Venture. I got stopped for speeding over there, so I'm not gonna go there. I was riding my R1. I wasn't even going fast, but this fucking goddamn pig decided to stop me for no reason, man. I wasn't even going fast. I was going like 50 on a 25. There's a lot more tourism here than south because it's a nice mountain area and people come here to do a lot of hiking, especially on the weekends. So you're going to see a lot of people around here. So that means that you have to be a bit more careful. But there's not that many cars compared to the city, so it feels like you're in the countryside. Yeah, I mean, you are in the countryside. Stop sign. Queer Rock School. Oh, that sun feels pretty good, man. these trees kind of bother me a bit. I wish they would like put them in a different place. Why so close to the fucking like goddamn road? Don't we have maintenance people to like chop them up? I don't know what this is. This goes to Camp David, and Camp David is where the president comes on retreats. All the United States presidents have come to Camp David on retreats, and it's the border of Maryland and Pennsylvania. It's quite nice. And Carter, Clinton, Trump, all of these big dicks come here on vacation. And it's a big thing. You can't get in, but there's this really cool part where a lot of motorcyclists come, and it's called High Rock. And High Rock used to be a place where you could jump off and hang glide from, but now they stopped that. Eureka Trail? What is that? There's like a trail over there? That's interesting. It used to be that High Rock was a secret amongst motorcyclists, and I never understood why some motorcyclists like to keep it a secret, because for me one of the cool things is sharing these great spots among other riders. I share everything, routes, everything, and there's usually motorcyclists up here, but since it's so cold, look at that. Isn't that cool? This is where Camp David is. No trespassing, restricted area. Accordance with provisions of the direct issued by the Secretary of Defense on August 20, 1954. All persons in vehicles entering are liable to search, photographing, or making notes, drawings, maps, or graphic representations of the area or its activities are prohibited unless specifically authorized by the commander. So this is the entrance of Camp David. And it's kind of nice to have this right here so you can make a nice U-turn, because there's some lads down the street with some guns. It is called Raven Rock, and the interesting thing about this thing is that it's gonna, when I rode with a bunch of guys from Maryland Sport Bikers, they got on this road and they like just tore it up. They were all on 1000cc sport bikes, and they all had like GoPros. They were running GoPros, and they hit like 180 miles an hour through here. It's a very straight road, and even like these bends are not too difficult to take it, you know, at very high rates of speed. But this is the type of road that you can go fast enough to completely test out your max speed. This road is just so straight, and you can go so fast on here. Holy shit. My bike is wobbling. I think it's the wind. That was a weird wobble. You don't see a lot of BMW GS guys. He's going pretty slow. You don't see a lot of BMW GS guys with dark side tires. But I don't know. I kind of want to pass this guy, but oh god, he's like crawling through Votrupens. Look at that. Jesus. We came this way. Why is he going so slow? Some of these guys, man, he's going like 45 miles an hour. What the hell? See, this is the problem with these BMW guys. They get like a overly large motorcycle, and then they just don't want to speed. I mean, I'm literally going 46 miles an hour. I think I'm going to turn where he's not going to be turning. I'm going to go this way. Goddamn fucking slowpoke. I'm sure. You know, the worst thing about that one guy, he had like one of those roof helmets. That's such a poser helmet. It's kind of like, oh yeah, you want to be able to spend $1,000 on a helmet. Yeah, let me get a helmet nobody has. so I can show my individuality. God damn it, the road. I've gone through here and it was like, sometimes there's cops around and it's also a little wet. Be careful. You have to be careful. There's a creek by the side, but this is Route 17 and it just goes north and south. In the summer, man, you can go through here at high rates of speed and it's extremely fun. But when it's this shitty out and it's cold, you don't really feel like riding very fast. At least I don't. I don't even know what speed I'm going. It's at 67 miles an hour, 68, okay. It's a little bit too fast. Oh, this is a good road right here. So we're gonna go this way. I like the small ones. It keeps my speed a little bit lower, but also it's a little bit rougher. These with the yellow painted lines, you could go much faster through here. Well, squids, I hope you enjoyed the Camp David ride. I'm heading south on 270, and this is pretty much what commuting is like on the weekends here in the DC metro area. It's kind of disgusting. At least it's flowing, but generally, man, around traffic time, this is just a parking lot. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.